And in the Impact segment tonight, the highest court in Massachusetts has ruled 5-1, that Bay State police officers should not bother drivers even if they smell marijuana in a parked car. On paper, that looks like one of the dumbest rulings in history. Do these judges not know that thousands of Americans are killed every year in DUI accidents?
Yes, Bill. Thousands of people are killed in DUI accidents every year, most of them caused by drunk drivers. And I'm curious as to how many thousands of Americans are killed by people smoking pot in a parked car.
Joining us now from Boston to debate this, defense attorney Jeffrey Nathan and crime victim advocate Wendy Murphy, also an attorney. So, Wendy, there's got to be something more to this, right? I mean, the judges on the Bay State's highest court are saying, hey, go ahead, smoke marijuana in your car, drive around, have a good time.
Actually, the ruling's more like, if you want to smoke pot in your parked car, and we're going to pretty much find better things to do as the police. The police have better things to do than fuck with you, including finding people that are actually driving while under the influence.
Well, that is the gist of the ruling, if you ask me. The dissent is really quite good, and it makes a lot of sense, and I think the majority decision gets it all wrong. But look, the problem is Massachusetts voters chose to decriminalize the possession of a small amount of marijuana. And the argument was, if it's not a crime, then you got to let people do it.
Let me just translate what that bitch said for you real quick. See, the police, if what you're doing is not a crime, they have to let you do it. And she's got a problem with it. The problem is that if it's not a crime, the police can't arrest you for doing it. You know, what we're looking for here is a total police state, where the police get to make the rules. They can videotape you. You can't videotape them back. They police themselves while policing you. All of this is what you want.
You got to leave them alone if they're doing it in their car or anywhere else. If the only evidence the cops have is smell.
That doesn't hold up because it's an intoxicant. All right, pot is an intoxicant, and DUI is driving under the influence, not just of alcohol.
Not only that, Bill, it's still illegal. So
okay,
they didn't make it a
I'm trying to go. Look,
it's still
I'm trying to go along the lines, Counselor Nathan. I'm trying to be logical here. All right, the judges, their duty is to, promote a just society, and when you have thousands of Americans dead, I don't know how many in Massachusetts, but it's got to be in the hundreds, from DUI, why would you encourage DUI?
It's not encouraging DUI. It's certainly not any more than, I don't know, having bars that you have to drive to. You have to drive to the bar where you drink, and then having any restaurant that serves beer, because you're not going to take a taxi when you leave. Beer, liquor, anything. You can go and so what's your solution? You got to shut down all the bars and not serve liquor or beer at any restaurants because not everybody has a chauffeur like fucking Bill O'Reilly. Not to mention that a lot of accidents and car-related fatalities happen not as a result of alcohol or pot or any other drug. It's because people drive like shit.
This case wasn't about DUI.
No, I know that, but it's logical to think if you're going to tell the cops back off from anybody who's smoking pot in a car, it's logical because they got to get the car someplace. What are they, smoking pot in their garage?
If that's logical to you, Bill O'Reilly, then why not just go into bars for anyone that drove there to the bar? If they drove to the bar and you see them drunk inside the bar, the cop it's logical to give the cop the power to go in there and arrest the person before they actually went out to their car and started driving because they were drunk and their car was there. And what are they going to just do? Leave the car there? Or the car has to go somewhere. So you just go in there and arrest them before. You're preventing DUI. It's the just thing to do, you fucking moron.
This case pertained to the rights of a passenger being stopped by the police and then ordered out of a stopped motor vehicle bill. The analysis pertained to what are the rights of the police to order a passenger to get out of a car.
And now we learn the actual facts of the case and why the decision was made, and Bill O'Reilly has now had, he's had this information now put out on his show. So maybe his propaganda bullshit is not looking so good. So he's like, hold on, wait. Stop telling my viewers facts. We're trying to spin this a certain way in the no spin zone. fucking joke.
Number one, you can't order a passenger out of a car that's driving because you'll kill him, okay? So that goes off the board.
Did I say a fucking joke? I meant a sad, pathetic, sorry excuse of a fucking man joke. Sorry excuse for a fucking news program. I'm starting to wonder if your audience doesn't have an IQ of 14 and drink out of toilet bowls.
Number two, if you have if you have an open can of alcohol in the car, that's a crime.
Yes, it's a crime because the law was set up that way. And now they're trying to set up the laws for if the passenger has marijuana differently. That's how they do things. They rule on things, on the laws, and what is right and what is fucking wrong. That's what the Supreme fucking Court does. This is just the Supreme Court of Massachusetts, but that's what they fucking do. They're trying to set different standards. Because what? If you have a bag of marijuana on you, then you automatically are intoxicated? If your passenger has pot on them, that means the driver's high too? Do you understand how this doesn't fucking pan out? If the passenger is smoking a joint and the driver is not, and you smell marijuana in the car and then find some underneath the seat, that automatically means that the fucking driver is inebriated and needs to fucking go to jail for DUI. That's what you're saying.
Welcome to fucking Planet Retard, folks.
So now you're telling the cops, hey, grab the beer, but let the doobie go. Let the guy do whatever he wants. And you can't assume you can get a contact high in a car by marijuana smoke. I don't know whether you know that or not, but you should if you live in Boston.
I wonder how many cars Bill O'Reilly has been in where there was enough pot smoke for anyone to fucking catch a contact high. I mean, how do you know this, Bill? You seem very well informed. I mean, you must know everything about pot. You already know everything about politics and everything about religion and God. I mean, remember the tides? You can't explain that. Bill, you got everything figured out. I should just start trusting what you say. I should stop doubting every last word that comes out of your lying fucking snake mouth.
Well, I know a lot, and I know that the motor vehicle laws throughout the country have been severely weakened by judges that are influenced, improperly so, those that are elected by campaign-related issues. And you seem to be campaigning here, Bill. My point is this. The passenger on a motor vehicle, in order to be ordered out of a car, the police have to have a specific articulable facts to warrant that.
Yeah, he's smoking marijuana.
That,
that's what the fact is.
I mean, you fucking cognitive dissonance fucking motherfuckers.
It's a civil infraction in Massachusetts.
It's a $100
fine.
He's in the car.
He's simply in the car. And he's doing something that I disagree with. He's guilty. Can you hear me? He's in the car.
He's in the car. He could be intoxicated. Let him walk the line. They have a line you walk.
Again, these people are in a parked car. They are not driving. You can be fucked up in a parked car, especially if you're the fucking passenger. And to punish the could-be sober driver for having a driving around a fucked up passenger, basically being his designated fucking driver, by forcing him to go through a fucking bunch of bullshit tests. I mean, for Christ's sake, I can't even stand on one foot for 30 seconds when I'm sober. You're gonna say I'm drunk because I can't fucking keep my balance perfectly, and you're making me nervous as fuck, and you have the authority to take me to fucking jail? Fuck you. The people are not driving, Bill. They are in a parked car. Parked car. They're in a parked car.
Okay?
Not in Massachusetts.
You're
it's $100
I can't
fine.
believe that you are comfortable having people driving on a mass turnpike stoned. You think that's great?
No, I think you're an idiot that is purposely misconstruing this story in order to fit your fucking model of propaganda bullshit. That's what I think. I mean, it's been said over and over and over. Parked car. I mean, even fucking Bill O'Reilly admits that right in the beginning of the fucking story. And then the guy says, well, it's mainly about the passenger. And they fucking ignore that. Bill skips all that shit and goes directly to, it's okay now to get blazed as fuck and drive your car on the turnpike. Like a complete wild animal, too. Because Bill obviously knows that when you're stoned, you just drive like crazy. And fucking rape women, and you often have semen stains on the front of your pants from not being able to find a rape victim, you crazy reefer head. You smoke those marijuana cigarettes. Fucking moron.
I think it's an individual's right to decide
an individual's
what they want to do.
right to be stoned on a highway when you're going 80. That's their right to do that. Well, what's your right when you get whacked by that guy and you're dead?
Your rights are to have the person who killed you, if they were drunk and killed you in an auto accident, your right is to have them persecuted under the law. That is your right. That answers your fucking question, I hope.
I'm not worried about what happens to somebody else in a car accident. I'm worried about the police intrusion on my civil liberties. That's what I'm worried about.
Okay, so now I get it, Wendy. I'm sorry. I have to apologize to the audience. I get it. It's our right to be stoned and drive a vehicle.
I cannot believe how badly lied about this story is, how twisted it is, how spun out of control Bill O'Reilly has done this in the so-called no-spin zone on the O'Reilly Factor. The biggest load of bullshit I've ever seen. Not what the Supreme Court said at all. Not one fucking bit. Nobody seems to be even fucking paying attention to that. They've got the dumbass that is the host of the show and the retard that agrees with him, and then the even bigger dumbass that's trying to argue the point, which is so easily argued that Octopus fucking Prime can do it. Nobody's able to fucking do this. But this gets millions of viewers, and I'm sure most of them, are nodding their old white-haired fucking dumbass heads, or God, the fucking people that watch Fox News and believe that shit. I don't know what to tell you. Fuck you. Fuck you for being so intellectually lazy. I don't want to be in the... people like you make me want to be a fucking hermit. I don't even want to be in this fucking society. Because I might fucking have to drive on the same road as some retard who thinks that this story is at all accurate. That to me is more dangerous than driving next to a pothead.
Wendy, go.
No, you might get fined or arrested for it.
Look, and the bottom line is there is no such right. But prior to this decision, if cops smelled pot, they could do two things, which was important for investigative and safety reasons, public safety and the cop safety. They could search the vehicle, and they could ask you to get out of the car so they could check out whether you were wasted. Okay? 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 Okay?
That's right.
They can't do
If the
that
cop
anymore.
smells alcohol on your breath, they can take you out of the car and give you a breathalyzer.
Right. That's exactly right.
But not
and you know
in
what? They should be able
Massachusetts
to
if you're stoned.
Well, Bill, I'm not sure if you're aware. You seem very informed about all of this, but they don't have a breathalyzer for pot as of yet. But they could piss test you, and I've actually seen this done. I've seen a driver pulled over, and they suspected him of being high, but they couldn't find any pot or any papers or any, a pipe or anything in his car. So they piss tested him, and he came out positive. Well, that's because pot stays in your system for like 30 days. That's like the whole point of drug testing, period. All hard drugs are out of your system in a couple days. Pot is the only drug that stays in your system for a long period of time after you stop smoking. So you could literally have had a couple of joints a few weeks ago and still turn up positive. So are you still stoned? Is that what you're saying, Bill? That weeks later, after smoking a joint, because you can come up positive on a test, you're still stoned, and you should be arrested for DUI?
Not anymore. And they used to, look, they should be able to do it even more so with pot because pot is still illegal. Here's an interesting issue. Even in Oregon, where they still wear, bell-bottoms and tie-dye shirts and love beads, that appellate court, though pot is decriminalized there too, said, are you kidding me?
Right.
Of course we have to still let cops deal with this
But I got to
issue.
stick up for the people in Oregon. I live there, and they're not all walking around looking like Cheech and Chong. They're not. All right, Councilor Nathan, I got to tell you something, Councilor Nathan. So you're a stand-up guy. We've had you on the phone before. I know you're a civil libertarian. You knew you were going to take heat on this, and I appreciate you coming on. Wendy, as always.
Welcome to fucking Planet Retard, folks.